What's good, guys? David Action Jackson coming at you live, representing Action Jack Fitness. I'm a little bit well, I'm starting to get sick. I have a somewhat of a sore throat, but I've been trying to make this video all day, so hopefully I can actually get through this video without any more interruptions. So today's video topic is basically gonna be on like pec flies. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because the last 2 weeks I've seen at least 3 different instances where I'm at the gym and I notice a person doing flies with like the cables or with the machine, and even with dumbbells. Now dumbbells, it's a little bit different because you can't really like, well, back in the old, not the old days, but I would say like the golden age of bodybuilding, more like the 70s and 80s. Bodybuilders would actually like stretch all the way. They'd stretch their pecs all the way and then come up, and it'd just be like a really wide stretch and then come up. But nowadays it's like people use a closer range of motion instead of a further away range of motion, or wider range of motion. It's more narrower. And well, I'm gonna go ahead and just like talk about a couple of different points. So basically I want to like go over like form and technique during like pec flies, like overhand versus underhand grip, and like where to start and where to end, because I've seen some of the ugliest form. Some people literally don't know what they're doing, and it's cringy to say the least. But the week before last, I was hitting my chest, and yeah. No, was I in my chest? I was on like either my chest or my legs, but I I had been, I think it was my legs. I'm gonna just go and say it was my legs. It could have been my chest or my legs, one of those two, but I'm gonna say my legs. So I think doing leg presses, and I seen a guy on in the cable machine. Now he had just got over there. Keep in mind, I had already done like 3 or 4 sets, so I was like somewhat into my workout already, and I noticed this guy. He had the cables, like he started at the bottom, and so his arms are like this. His arms are like this in the 90-degree most like position, and they were up here. His arms were really close to his body, and he was just going like this. Now, it actually, now that I think about it, because he was going like this, but I remember he went all the way up. He would go all the way up, and he kept doing that. So he just bring his arms all the way over his head, and it made me cringe. Like I stopped doing my legs to ask him what he was trying to focus on, because the part that got me was no one was saying anything to him. No one was trying to stop him. No one was trying to like correct his form or correct him doing the motion in general, or to tell him where his arms should be, his hands should be, just nothing. And so excuse me. He basically, I guess he was trying to do his chest, and he was doing like the lower pecs. Now I realized that he was trying to work out his lower pecs, but at the same time he wasn't doing it right. And I hate that I see people doing this, because there was like the week after that, I think, or like the same week, I was doing my chest, and I seen some lady doing her legs, but she was doing like a weird motion on the leg press, or on the hamstring curl machine. And well, that's a story for a different time. But it definitely made me think some people really don't understand that some of the machines have a purpose, and some of the exercises have a specific purpose. Using good form has a good purpose, but has a really specific purpose. And some people really don't acknowledge that. So I stopped my leg pain. I stopped like worrying about my leg pain. However many sets I was into already, I stopped doing that just to correct this guy. Now, when I tried to help him, I told him like to stop because he had like half the weight stack, which is almost 250 pounds. He had both his hands in this position with I think it's like 125 pounds of like pressure, and he was going like this, and I stopped him. I stopped him because literally you could tear your shoulders, you could tear the muscle in your shoulders, you could hurt your scapula, you could hurt your lats, and it's just a number of things that you could really like injure doing stupid movements like that. And I'm not saying that the like doing lower pec flies is gonna like hurt you, but how he was doing them, he would just stretch his arms all the way up, and it really made me like kind of think. Okay, first take off the weight. Like don't let ego get the best of you, because ego is a quick way to get hurt. And I always say that in like other videos. I don't do ego lifting, and to show you guys, I really don't. Like this is what I do. So like on the back of my shirt, it says no ego squad. I can't really like show this to you guys. I can't get it, but hopefully you guys can see this, because it says, okay, so I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I probably can't see it, but on my shirt it says no ego squad. And the reason why it says that is because I don't let ego interrupt my workouts. Now, I'm so uncomfortable right now because my throat hurts and I'm really sore. But yeah. So I told him to lower the weight. I told him to actually take the pin off of the weights and to adjust it. Also to stop completely, because the one thing I don't want to see is someone get hurt. I've seen a pec tear. I've seen a bicep tear. I've seen someone actually dislocate their shoulder at the gym, and these are like some of the things that really make you start paying attention to like form and pay attention to like just the movement in general, and like where your body's positioned, your hands positioned, because it's like anything can really hurt you, but it's being dumb that like ultimately puts a person in that position to get hurt. And so I had this guy, I gave him a couple of like applications, a couple of things to apply to his workout. Now keep in mind, he said he was almost done. He only did 2 sets. He did one for the lower pecs, and then one from way up here, and he would just the whole time his arms are in the wrong position, his hands were in the wrong position. So he didn't apply anything. That's all I'm gonna say. He didn't apply anything. It was frustrating because it was cringy. I tried to help him, and he didn't apply that help. But basically, I had to like try to get him to understand, like from the way that he was like standing, because this is what he was doing. So I'm gonna show you guys the lower portion of it and then the upper portion. He has hands like this. I already went over this, but he has hands like this. And he was just like, he had the 150 pounds or 125 pounds. But he has hands like this. And he just come up and he turns his hands inside it. So it'd be like that. And it really made me frustrated. So that's what I was doing on the lower portion. So moving the weight or the pin up, moving the pulley up. He has hands like this, and he go down and then push down, and then push down, lean forward, push down, and I literally lost all hope in this dude because I got up again and I was like, okay, first you literally are going to end up tearing a muscle like that. Like you're going to end up hurting yourself because you don't have you're not standing like in a proper position. Your hands are up here and you're going like this and pushing down. That is a quick way to hurt yourself. Because again, he had the same amount of weight and he was struggling with it. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what happened that made him stop. So, first, the little pulley thing, like one of them snapped off. Like the cord is snapped off and I think it was his right hand. His right hand went down really fast and then he still had a hold of this one. And so this went up and his arm went like that really hard. And so it jerked. Well, he let go of this hand and then he started holding this one. And I had to ask him, I was like, what'd you learn from this? Because I wanted to ask him if he was okay. Now, I didn't really feel like asking him that. But like I asked him, what did he learn from this? And he told me that he was done. Like he didn't want to do it anymore. He's leaving. So he left. Now, there's a couple of things that you can take from this video, and I'll explain like the whole form thing and all that. Like the hands and like where to start, where to end on the top and the bottom. And this just for like cables, I guess you could say, because with like a PEC fly machine it's somewhat the same but different. And the reason why I say it's different is because you're sitting and you pretty much have to relax your shoulders. Like you have to relax your shoulders, your chest has to be up, and you're just extending. And I hate the fact that I see people doing this. Now, typically, like the types of people I see doing like the awkward like body positioning and they're really unrelaxed is like older people. Older people, and I'm not like trying to call anyone out or trying to knock anyone for having like weird form, because I know older people tend to have like tend to be a lot weaker because their muscles lose you lose strength around the age of 30 basically. And unless you like are really dedicated to like keep being healthy and being fit, that strength, yeah, it'll go down because that's natural. But if you keep it up, you'll still be strong. Just you lose a percentage of your strength. Now, when it comes to like the lower part of the chest, now I don't do my lower pecs that much, but I still follow good form. I follow good form or proper form, because I don't want to hurt myself, and I want to at least look proportionate. Now, anytime that you're gonna do like your lower pecs, you want to stand in a kind of. Let me just put this up here real quick. I'm gonna show you guys this. So you want to be chair and you just vamos. So you're gonna be pretty much like leaning forward a little bit. Now by a little bit, I mean like right here. So maybe have your body in like one. This is, I would say like 180. So you're gonna be a little bit forward, so like 176 degrees forward, and all you're gonna do is keep your hands like so. So relax your shoulders. Keep your hands in an upward position. and kind of upward, more like this. So your hands gonna be slightly slanted, but you'll have the weight pulling against them. So you'll have pressure in your hands, but it's depending on what the weight is. Now, you just want to practice the exercise before you actually, put weight on it. And the reason why I say practice is because you want to be able to imagine what you're going to be able to do, and you want to make sure you're even. Basically, make sure you're even, and make sure that you have good form. You want to make sure that you feel the movement. So basically, you're just gonna come right here and just come out. Now, the whole idea is to put pressure on the lower pecs. That's the whole idea. Now, it's going to hit like your pec minor, I believe, or pec major, but it's going to be like the more towards the bottom and the middle of the pecs. And probably the outside too, but I think like the flies would be more like outside and inside, or the whole chest basically. But a little bit of the upper pecs. So yeah, now I'm just going to show you guys like what a complete rep would look like. So you're right here, right? You're leaning forward, got your hands right here, and all you're going to do is come up. Your hands, you don't have to have like a hard grip. You really don't. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep them relaxed. And come out. When your arms come up, they're naturally going to be bent because you kind of have to have you need some force applied on the opposite direction. So when the weight's pulling that way, your hands need to be pulling too, and your arms are naturally going to be bent, but you really have to keep them like semi straight. So it's going to be like that basically. So now with the overhead, because that was more like underhand, so overhead is a little bit different. I only got probably like 3 minutes to like say this, so I'm gonna hurry up. Well, real quick, underhand, you want to end like basically right about the middle of your chest. So that's lower pecs, more underhand than overhead. So with upper chest or overhead presses, not presses, but overhead flies. Basically, you're gonna have the pulley pretty much like shoulder height, and what that does is because it's gonna be like right here, so pec height, basically. And all you're doing is you're gonna have your arms the same way. God, it's so bad. I can actually stand up for this, but you're gonna be like right here, and all you're doing is your hands gonna be like this. Lean forward a little bit and then come out. Now you can stretch your chest a little bit more and then come out, but naturally your hands gonna be, or your arms gonna be bent the same direction or the same way, same amount of degree. And it's pretty much like the same. It's the same like up here and down here. Now if you're up here, sometimes, and I hate it. I hate that some people really do go all the way up when you don't need to do that. Like you can go like just chest height basically, and just relax your shoulders and come out. Because naturally, form catches on. Like when you notice that you're off, you'll notice it. When you're on, you'll notice it because it's comfortable instead of uncomfortable. Your shoulders won't be all hurting from doing the reps, and your chest will be in a position where you feel every part of the movement. But that's the end of the video, guys. I hope this is informative, and I hope you guys enjoy this type of video. If you do, please hit that like button, and if you guys could do me a favor and subscribe, I really appreciate it. But I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm out.